5 morning foods that help men over 60 regain firmness, no pills needed. Hello, sir. Today, I'd like to ask you something that not everyone dares to speak out loud. Have you noticed your body changing lately? Not the gray hair or the aching back, but that feeling of manhood you used to carry. Slowly fading? Have you been avoiding intimacy with your wife? Ever woken up, looked in the mirror, and felt a quiet sense of loss you couldn't name? If you nodded, I want you to know this. You are not alone. Many men over 60 silently go through the same experience. Like you, they think aging has stripped away their manhood. But the truth isn't quite that simple. Studies show the problem isn't necessarily age or declining hormones. The real reason is often poor blood circulation. The blood doesn't flow strongly or quickly enough to where it needs to go. Narrowed blood vessels, a weaker circulatory system. This makes it harder to maintain firm erections. The good news? You don't need pills or hospital visits. There are simple, natural, and accessible foods that have been quietly helping thousands of men regain their strength. In this video, I'll share with you 5 morning foods that have been scientifically proven to improve circulation, boost nitric oxide levels, and support firm, lasting erections. These are the same foods that men just like you have tried and changed their lives with. If you care about your health as a man and want to restore your strength without becoming dependent on medication, then please don't skip a second of this video. And if this is your first time visiting the healthcare channel, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a helpful video like this again. Now, let's begin with the first food. Food 1: pomegranate juice. You might have thought pomegranate juice was just a refreshing, fruity drink, but in truth, it's a powerful natural remedy, especially for men over 60 who feel they're not the same as before. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenols, a potent antioxidant that helps clean and soften blood vessel walls. When blood vessels are more flexible, blood flows more easily to critical areas of the body. The most important part? Pomegranate juice helps the body produce nitric oxide, the molecule that widens blood vessels and increases blood flow, directly supporting a more natural and stable erection. Many men blame low testosterone when things don't work the way they used to. But in reality, if blood doesn't flow well, there can be no strength. And when arteries are clogged or stiff, blood flow simply can't perform. This is where pomegranate juice shines. Just 1 small glass each morning can slowly clean out your blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and boost circulation, like flushing out a blocked pipe so everything runs smoothly again. I remember a story about Mr. Wah, 74 years old. From Da Lat, he had long given up on physical intimacy. But after his son gifted him a few bottles of pure pomegranate juice, he began drinking a small glass every morning. After just 6 weeks, he told me something simple, but deeply moving. No pills, no effort. I just felt lighter. Like my body came back to life. Like the old days. If you want to give this a try, make sure to choose 100% pure pomegranate juice, with no added sugars or other mixed fruits. Cold-pressed and organic is best. Sometimes, strength doesn't come from grand efforts. It comes from a small glass each morning, taken with patience. Taken with hope. Part 2. Food 2: watermelon. Watermelon, a fruit so familiar and refreshing, holds a surprising secret for men's vitality. If you're searching for a natural way to reclaim your strength, don't overlook this humble fruit. Inside watermelon is an amino acid called citrulline. Once inside your body, citrulline converts into arginine, which then boosts your body's ability to produce nitric oxide, that crucial molecule responsible for expanding blood vessels and increasing circulation. Unlike medication, watermelon doesn't force your body to respond suddenly. Instead, it nourishes and restores your vascular system gently and steadily over time. A study from Texas A&M University even found that watermelon can deliver effects similar to Viagra, only it's safer, gentler, and free of harsh side effects. Even better, watermelon contains a high water content, which helps your body stay hydrated. Proper hydration thins the blood and keeps it moving smoothly. Dehydration, on the other hand, quietly lowers your performance and drains your energy, especially as you age. I remember Mr. Vin, 68 years old, who once came to see me in a quiet, discouraged mood. He said, "I don't feel any drive anymore. Always tired. My wife is sad, and I feel ashamed. I gave him one simple suggestion. Try eating 2 bowls of watermelon each morning for 1 month. Don't skip a day. A month later, he sent me a message. Something's changing. I feel different, less gloomy, and my wife is smiling more. You see, you don't need to wait until it's urgent to take action. Prepare your body gently, naturally, so that when the moment comes, you're ready, calm, confident. A few slices of watermelon each morning, or a smoothie blended with a splash of lime, could be the refreshing start to your day, and to a whole new chapter of intimacy and connection. Food 3. Garlic. In most Vietnamese kitchens, garlic is a daily staple. But few realize that this small, pungent clove is actually a silent warrior, helping older men restore natural erections. Without pills or pressure, garlic contains a powerful compound called allicin. Allicin helps relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and most importantly, increase blood flow to the sexual organs, where circulation determines everything. High blood pressure causes your vessels to tighten, making it difficult for blood to reach the areas that matter. And even if desire is still there, the body can't follow through if blood doesn't reach its destination. Garlic helps reverse that, more than just easing symptoms. Studies show that garlic can reduce plaque buildup in the arteries, allowing blood to flow freely again. It works at the root cause, not just the surface. I once spoke with Mr. Long, 74, a retired postman. He said, "I've feared pills my whole life. Can't stand the thought of more hospitals. But when I heard garlic could help, I figured, why not?" He started eating raw garlic every morning, chopped and swallowed with water. 6 weeks later, he came back to see me. His eyes were brighter. He smiled differently. He said, "I woke up one morning and felt my body just respond. No pressure, no forcing. It felt natural. It felt real." You don't need complicated routines. Sometimes, just one small garlic clove each morning, taken with trust and consistency, is enough to give your body a second chance. If raw garlic is too intense, try chopping it and soaking it in honey. Or use fermented black garlic capsules. They retain the benefits and go down easier. Remember, restoration doesn't come from flashy things. It comes from small, steady actions, just like you. Food 4. Spinach. You've probably heard someone say, eat your greens every day. But if you knew that spinach, also known as leafy green powerhouse, could actually improve your erection strength, you might never look at it the same way again. Spinach is naturally rich in nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, the same compound we've talked about before that helps relax blood vessels and increase blood flow. That means when you eat spinach, your vessels become more flexible, and blood moves more easily to the sexual organs, making erections stronger and more reliable. But it doesn't stop there. Spinach is also high in magnesium, a mineral essential for stabilizing male hormones and maintaining healthy testosterone levels. And for men over 60, that's crucial, not just for sex drive, but for energy, mood, and confidence too. I'll never forget the story of Mr. Min, 79 years old, who had been living alone since his wife passed away. For years, he felt himself fading, like he wasn't fully a man anymore. His granddaughter, a nutritionist, saw his sadness and weakness. She gently suggested he try drinking a morning smoothie with spinach, banana, and a splash of nut milk. At first, he chuckled. Leafy greens? At this age, what can they fix? But within just a month, he noticed a change. His legs felt lighter. He had less dizziness. And most surprising of all, he woke up one morning and felt a familiar energy stirring again inside. The miracle wasn't in the spinach itself. It was in his decision to stop surrendering to old age. If you've been feeling like your strength is slipping away, try blending a handful of spinach into a morning smoothie. Don't see it as just another vegetable. See it as a quiet promise to your body. I still want to live fully. Food 5. Dark chocolate. Who would have thought that a small piece of dark chocolate could help with something so personal? But it's true, if it's real dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao content. It can be a quiet ally for men over 60. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonoids, natural antioxidants that help relax blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and boost nitric oxide production. That means better blood flow to the areas where it really matters. And that's not all. Flavonoids also help combat arterial stiffness and plaque buildup. Which are some of the most common causes of erectile issues in older men? Now, many people assume chocolate is bad. But that's because they're eating the wrong kind, too sweet, too processed, not enough cacao. True dark chocolate, on the other hand, is a gift for your heart, circulation, and manhood. There's another hidden benefit too. A piece of dark chocolate in the morning can lift your mood and promote a sense of ease. And as you probably know by now, mental state plays a huge role in performance. When you're calm, joyful, and at peace, your body tends to respond more naturally. I remember Mr. Duck, 69, a retired school principal. After a difficult divorce, he lost interest in food, in socializing, even in intimacy. His daughter, who works in healthcare, sent him a small care package, including a few bars of high-quality dark chocolate. At first, he only nibbled out of politeness. But soon, he noticed something. Mornings felt lighter. His mood lifted. And, surprisingly, his body began to respond in familiar, forgotten ways. He later told me, just one little square, yet it brought back more than a feeling, it brought back my dignity. Dark chocolate isn't medicine, but sometimes, a small taste of sweetness, given at the right time, is exactly what the body needs after years of rigidity, stress, and silence. Choose dark chocolate with over 70% cacao, little or no sugar, and make it your morning ritual. It's not just food. It's a reminder that you're still worthy of a life full of connection and joy. Final thoughts: you're not weak. You just haven't chosen the right way. If you've stayed with me until now, I want to say something truly heartfelt. You are not weak. You are not past your prime. You may simply be missing the right knowledge, a little patience, and a gentle reminder that your body is still waiting for your care. The foods we've just explored, pomegranate juice, watermelon, garlic, spinach, and dark chocolate, aren't trends or gimmicks. They are scientific, sustainable, and deeply human choices. They don't just support performance. They also nourish your heart, regulate blood pressure, and bring back your energy and emotional vitality. Growing older is not the end. In fact, it's the time when you get to choose how deeply you want to live, how well you want to love yourself, and how meaningfully you want to be present with your partner, not just in love, but in physical closeness too. I know many of you have silently endured frustration. You thought, well, maybe this is just how it is now. But today, I invite you to think differently. Accepting age doesn't mean surrendering your strength. In fact, it might just be the perfect time to reclaim it, naturally. Gently, without shame. Every time you chew a garlic clove, sip a glass of pomegranate juice, or let a piece of dark chocolate melt in your mouth, you're not just feeding your body. You're telling yourself, I'm still worthy. I still can. And here's what's even more beautiful. When you regain your confidence, the one beside you comes alive again too. A sparkle in her eyes. A warm morning wake up. A hand that no longer feels cold and distant. This isn't just about biology. This is about connection. About the kind of joy and warmth that only comes when we choose to care for ourselves and for each other. So if something today resonated with you, leave a comment below. Share one thing you learned or one step you plan to take. I read every message, and so does our community. We're here, listening and cheering you on. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to our healthcare channel, where each week we bring you stories, solutions, and guidance to help you live fully and thrive in your golden years. Thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.